Hey guys, Eric Buckholz with MarketingProLeader.com. Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of Tips from My Truck. This week, guys, is crushing it using social media week. So today I want to talk about setting your expectations too high and how that may actually make things worse for you and your business. So let me start by saying, stop beating yourself up. We're not like most normal people. Entrepreneurs are by nature different in every sense of the word. When things don't work out the way we want or when things aren't going as fast as we'd like, we tend to beat ourselves up. It's the nature of our business. Well, for one gentleman, beating himself up took on a whole new meaning. Robert Spearing is a gentleman who lives in Ontario, Canada, and he had a great idea, guys. His wife is a huge fan of Oprah Winfrey, so Spearing, being the great husband that he is, told her he got tickets for Oprah's farewell special at the United Center in Chicago. Needless to say, Mrs. Spearing was absolutely beside herself. She couldn't wait to see Oprah. They drove all the way down from Ontario to Chicago, thrilled at the chance to see Oprah before she left her show. But the day before the big taping, Mr. Spearing went to police with the horrible news that he'd been mugged, and the rotten thieves had stolen his Oprah tickets. Criminals are huge fans of Oprah, I guess. But Spearing went to the hospital with cuts on his head. And somehow, though, the police in Chicago got a little suspicious of Spearing's story. It turns out that Mr. Spearing never had Oprah tickets at all. And to avoid disappointing his wife, he pretended to get mugged and he beat himself up. Now, I'm not sure exactly what his plan was given he had no tickets, but he did spend the night in jail, so maybe that got him some sympathy points from his wife. But probably not. I'm sure she really wanted to see Oprah instead, and she probably let him sit in jail for the night. True story, guys. So why as entrepreneurs do we beat ourselves up? It's natural to experience doubt and strive to improve. But chronically thinking of yourself as not good enough can really negatively impact your well-being, guys. You likely wouldn't appreciate the judgments and critiques of others or when someone is bullying or harassing a friend or loved one. So it's obvious why self-criticism can be just as harmful. What's worse is we're often our own harshest critic. No one knows you better than yourself. That's a fact. So no one knows better than you how to get under your own skin, how to push your own buttons. So what causes us to go from healthy self-criticism to legitimate self-bullying? Well, one explanation could be a lack of compassion towards oneself. Consider the negative voice in your head and the things it says to you. Would you direct those words toward other people? So now we looked at some reasons why we beat ourselves up. Let's focus a little bit on how to stop beating yourself up. So what steps can you take toward beating back that self-bullying you and embracing a more positive mindset? Well, here's a few tips, guys, to get you thinking. Tip number one, self-awareness and self-kindness. The first step is to recognize when you're putting yourself down. Self-awareness is at the root of all self-criticism. It truly is. So you must also be aware of when you're treating yourself kindly and when you're self-deprecating. Once you know you're needlessly beating yourself up, you won't magically stop. Probably not. However, you can counteract the negativity by complimenting yourself when you do something well. Acknowledge when you achieve a goal, even a small one, guys. Write them down if it helps you to focus. Get out a gratitude journal and write them down. You may be surprised that even through your day, when it looks like it's going really badly or horribly, lots of good things happen along the way throughout your day and you don't notice them. So that was tip number one. Tip number two, guys, don't compare yourself to other people. In times when you're failing, it can be easy to look around at other people who are doing well and compare yourself to them. However, you must take a step back and consider you're only seeing one perspective. That other person you see may be excelling in one area, but like you, they deal with a myriad of thoughts, feelings, and problems you can't possibly know about. If you're aware you tend to compare yourself to others, you have that comparitis, begin to remind yourself you are your own person with your own path and you're on your own journey. You might be capable of the same successes you see others achieving, and it is possible to work toward them in your own way in the future. So that was tip number two, guys. Tip number three, recognize your failures as learning opportunities. You will fail sometimes, guys. That's inevitable, and it can happen in any area of your life. The key is to think of your failures in a more positive light. Any mistake is also an experience you can learn from, and this is huge, guys, once you grasp this. And the knowledge you gain from this will help you down the road. Perhaps you're criticized by a supervisor for missing a deadline, for instance. Well, you can't change that mistake, but you can do your best on the next assignment. Or maybe you have an awkward social interaction with a colleague or a friend. Well, you can't undo that either, but the next time you see them, you can make up for it. Or maybe your failure is more severe, like a bad investment or getting scammed out of your money, which is really embarrassing. But just remember, what's done is done. But the next time you'll have the experience and you'll know how to do sufficient research about the business or other opportunity you're investing in the future. Whatever the situation, guys, you will always be learning, which means you'll always be improving. So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4, guys, be patient. You won't be able to get rid of all your negative thoughts at once. Old habits die hard, guys, and learning to think positively takes time and practice. Take these steps each day, guys, and over time you may notice improvements in your mindset, your productivity, your motivation, even your energy levels. Ask others for help as well. This is huge. Let those close to you know you're struggling and trying to improve yourself, and they will reach out to support you. There is a calm, reasonable you inside of that self-doubting and critical version of yourself, and in time, you can learn to let the real you shine, guys. So there you have it, guys. Stop beating yourself up. It'll be all right. I hope you got value. If so, please comment, like, and share below. Hit that share button. Get it out to as many people as you can. It'll help them out, I promise. If you want to learn more about how you can start crushing your business using social media, check out the new blog post that I put out this week. I'll drop a link in the comments below. Also drop me a comment below, guys, with any comments, ideas, suggestions you may have for future trainings. It'll really help me to improve and give you guys a lot more value in the future moving forward. So I'm Eric Buchholz, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Monday, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.